We're going to begin seated on the ball with our weights, rolling into a bridge position. So rest that head, shoulders comfortably on the ball, glutes tight, and right into our first set. 15 A presses. So as you press those weights up to the center, really think about focusing on the center chest muscles. Abs are working, always pulling in slightly. Tailbone tucks under to help lengthen that lower back and make sure that those glutes are nice and tight. So throughout this whole entire workout, you're going to be working all of your stability in core muscles, whether you realize it or not. Moving right into our next set, bicep curls. So what you're going to do is take a seat on that stability ball, feet together, heels up, just to challenge your balance a little bit. Make sure those abs are engaged, shoulders back and down, and again, 15 bicep curls here. Really try to keep those elbows glued into your side. Slight flare at the top, working that outer bicep muscle. Also be careful not to bounce, so we don't want any momentum through those weights or with those weights as you curl up. Think about using as many muscles as you can to stabilize and at the same time working those biceps. All right, next moving on to a single rear fly. So we're gonna hinge forward, one hand on the ball supporting your back, but still using those abs and glutes to support your back. Resisting back in each time, keeping those shoulders square, long back all the way up through the neck, and really sense that shoulder blade rolling in towards your vertebrae as you bring that weight up. So just focusing on that one side of the upper back. Let's go ahead and switch over to the other side. Make sure that you get into your proper alignment first, and then begin 15 repetitions, really incorporating your mind over the muscle, over the movement. So abs in, long spine, glutes tight all the time. As you reach that arm out to the side, make sure that your right shoulder, or left if you're doing that side, is pressed away from your ear. So really lengthening, allowing that arm to move freely as those muscles contract. We're gonna go ahead and take another seat now, rolling back into our bridge position for triceps. So same thing, glutes tight, abs in, and then dropping those weights right beside your head or right beside your ears if that helps you. So I want you to think about keeping that upper arm super stable. Use those shoulder muscles to stabilize the upper arm, and you'll see those weights drop down and pressing up extra tight at the top, keeping the whole rest of your body nice and tight. As this set continues, you should be feeling those triceps talking to you a little bit more each time. Exhale up and inhale down. Okay, weights come in, carefully roll it all the way up. And we're gonna do one more set here, seated on the ball again for our shoulder press. So forming two 90-degree angles and pressing the weight up right above your shoulders. 15 repetitions, abs tight. As you're seated on the ball, you have the option to keep those feet flat or feet together, heels up for an added challenge. Lots of variations with all of these stability exercises to make it a little easier for you or for that added challenge. All right, weights all the way down. We are going to shift to lower body now. So going to the wall for our ball squats. You're gonna rest against that ball on your lower back, upper hips. Feet very narrow or together, going into that narrow squat. So you want to make sure that your feet start far enough away from you that when you go down to your lowest point, you are forming that 90-degree angle if possible, and most importantly, keeping the weight through your heels as opposed to the toes. So as you do this variation, you really take a lot of the pressure off of the knees, which is what we want. And as always, think about contracting those glutes. Okay, go ahead and take those feet a little bit wider, toes slightly turned out. And when you're ready again, dropping straight down and squeeze up. Think about the different muscles that you are working through the quads, hamstrings, glutes, a little bit of inner thigh. Each set should get a little more challenging as those muscles fatigue. Are you breathing? Nice full exhale through. Inhale at the top, allowing yourself to rest against that ball. challenging those stability muscles. One more set here, even wider stance, focusing on those inner thighs, dropping down and up. So this might look a little bit different for everybody. The most important thing is that you are leaning against that ball and that your feet are slightly forward, knees in line with those ankles, and hips certainly behind those feet. You want to take all of the pressure off of your knees and let those muscles through the legs, through the glutes, do all the work for you. One last repetition here, and we're gonna move on to what I call our ab break. So what we're gonna do is start behind the ball, rolling out as far as you can, and then double knee pull. Nice and tight, we're just gonna do 10 repetitions. If the double knee pull is too much for you right now, just roll out to that furthest position and hold in your plank position. That should give you plenty of work. All right, in a moment, you're gonna step off and we're gonna go right into our next circuit, starting with bicep curls. So we're gonna do the same exact exercises 2 more times through, yet change the order of the upper body exercises just a little bit. So same position, feet together, heels up, abs tight. If you have a mirror in front of you, check out the shoulders, make sure that they stay nice and square. Exhaling up and inhaling down. Moving right into our next set, which is going to be our A press. So find yourself back into that nice tight bridge position, palms away from you, open nice and wide, and squeeze together at the top. Once again, we have 15 repetitions. Exhale at the top, inhale as you go down, lots of control. Make sure that you go about the same speed up as you go down, keeping that nice pace, letting all the muscles do the work for you, keeping your body nice and still and hips very stable as well. All right, weights in, roll it all the way up, seated again, heels up is an option, and we're gonna go into that A press, 15 repetitions. Exhale up, inhale down. As you repeat each circuit, each set should get more and more challenging. So keep going, expect that. Make sure that you focus on your form and your breathing. And if you need to rest, allow yourself to do that. All right, carefully, weights come down, rolling back into our bridge, setting up for tricep presses. Nice and steady upper arm, drop and press. Inhale down, exhale up. Body is stable, glutes are tight. Thinking about the back of the arm, working those triceps. Really check your alignment here. Make sure that those shoulders and your neck are comfortable. Your head is rested. No strain there. A couple more repetitions. Extra squeeze at the top. And weights in. Roll it all the way up and go ahead and place those weights down. All right, single fly. Reaching that weight out to the side. Long spine. Exhale up, inhale down. Thinking about the muscles you are working through every set. All right, go ahead and switch sides. Remember to set up first, then begin your repetitions. Don't feel like you have to rush into it if you're still getting set. Keeping that back nice and long. If you start to feel that lower back aching at all, make sure that you pull those abs in a little tighter to support the back. Okay, last one here, and we are moving right on to those leg exercises again. Rest against the ball, walk the feet away from you. Nice narrow stance, extend those arms out and down and up. Let those glutes sort of lead the movement and certainly lead the movement on the way up. You should feel those quads work, hamstrings, glutes. You should be able to wiggle those toes as well. So you don't want to feel your feet driving forward in your shoes if you have shoes on. Keep that breathing strong. Your heart rate should be up. And let's take those feet a little bit wider. Once you're set, reach those arms back out again, abs pulled in, and drop and squeeze. Make sure that ball is really supporting your back as you drop down and lift back up again. One more set coming up. Allow those legs, those glutes to burn. You know change is happening. Nice wide stance, changing the muscle focus here. And drop and squeeze. Engage those glutes, engage the inner thighs, squeeze them, that'll straighten the legs. So whether you feel those core muscles working or not, I can assure you they are through this entire workout. A few more repetitions here. And we're gonna go take that ab break once again with the plank or double knee pull. Let's go ahead and set up for that. Take your ball, squat down, go ahead and roll as far as you can forward, hold, or squeeze those abs, 10 double knee pulls. Exhale in, inhale out. Nice and steady. Think about the whole entire body working here. You should be feeling tired. Squeeze tighter if you don't. And again, to step off, you can step straight down or roll back. Last round, we're gonna roll straight out into that bridge position, starting with triceps this time. Drop down and up. 15 repetitions here. Focus on that breathing. 10 more repetitions. Let's do 7. And 5, 4, glutes tight. 3, 2, last one, nice and strong. Carefully bring those weights in, head up, roll all the way up, transitioning to overhead shoulder press here. Body stable, 15. Last set. 10 more. Last 5, exhale up. 4, 3, 2, last one. Carefully bring those weights down, drop them to the floor, and moving on to biceps. Abs tight, squeeze those biceps all the way up, lengthening them as you drop the weights down. About 10 more. Exhale up. Last few here. Nice work. Weights go all the way down into that single rear fly, long spine, glutes tight. Exhale up, inhale down. Use that breathing. That'll help to keep those abs nice and tight. And it'll also give you that energy you need to get through this last set. Remember that long neck, shoulder pressing away from your ear. Use the ball for support. Next side here, position yourself and reach. 2, 3, 4, 5, last 10. Exhale up, strong. Rest if you need to. You don't want to keep going if that form is failing. Last 5 right here, strong. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, last one. Excellent work. All right, last set here. Let's finish with that A press into your bridge position. Palms away, out and squeeze. Nice and wide. Make sure that those weights are forming that 90-degree angle out, protecting the shoulder and elbow joints. Reaching, squeezing the top. Exhale up. Inhale down. A few more here. Keep going. This is our last set for upper body. Those glutes should also be burning by now in our third round. Nice work. Weights in, roll it up. Let's head to the wall one more time. We have 15 repetitions. Allow yourself to really lean against that wall. Arms out, drop it down and squeeze. As always, looking for that burn. If you want to challenge yourself more here, you certainly have the option to use dumbbells. You can use anywhere from 3 pounds to 10, 15 pounds, whatever you want. We're focusing on toning, really building that lean muscle, not so much on building muscle mass. So you want to keep the reps higher if you like to do that, and the weights a little bit lower. Go ahead and take that wider stance. Second set, reach the arms out, abs in, drop and squeeze. Think about the entire length of your thigh, front and back, glutes, abs pulling in slightly. How about those shoulders? Keep them down, away from your ears. Check your breathing, allowing that oxygen to energize those muscles as we work through our very last set coming up here. Very final set for those legs, wide stance, plie squat, drop it down and squeeze. Inner thigh focus, quad focus, glutes, shoulders are relaxed, leaning against that ball. Allow your legs to feel nice and tired. Few more repetitions, don't quit now. And we are getting ready to head into our last abdominal break. Excellent. Let's go ahead and get behind that ball one more time. Squat down, walk yourself all the way out. Your long-term goal is right to those feet. Get set, squeeze those abs, pull it 10, exhale 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last time. Awesome. It is now time for your stretch. We're going to go ahead and take a seat, feet together, sitting nice and tall, and exhale, reach it forward. Let's slow that breathing down. If you feel that heart rate's still up, keep your head above your heart. Extending one leg out to the side, long spine again. As you fold forward, lengthening your leg, lengthening your back as best as you can. Feel free to sit up here. It's not about how far you stretch, it's about do you feel the stretch. So just looking for that and switching sides, couple deep breaths. Feel free to hold all of these stretches longer if you have that extra time, but a little bit is better than nothing. All right, sitting nice and tall, knees bent, gentle spine stretch. Again, nice deep breathing. Slow that breathing down, longer exhales. Sitting taller, switch to the other side. Nice deep breath. All right, let's stretch those arms just a little bit, reaching up to the ceiling. Exhale to one side and then to the other. Back to the center, reach those arms, lift the chest high, open those chest muscles. Let's take one arm across the center of the chest, stretching the shoulder, and switch sides. And we'll get those triceps. Nice deep breath here. And when you're ready, we'll switch to the other side. Last couple stretches we'll do for those hip flexors. A little bit more for those legs. Extending one leg in front of you, form that 90-degree angle. As you shift those hips forward, you're going to feel the hip flexors right in front of your hip bone. Stretching, breathe through it, and then shifting back. Let's get the back of the leg into that hamstring again, lengthening your spine, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side, kneeling, one leg in front, lunge forward, look for that stretch in all of those hip flexors. Lengthening the spine, you can lean forward and back, feel different muscles stretching. And we'll go ahead and hit that hamstring one more time. Lengthen, exhale into it, focus on your breathing here. Long back, long hamstring, and you are finished. Thanks so much for joining me today. See you next time.